Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a skill that is going to totally transform your library experience. We are cracking the code of those library shelf numbers, turning that feeling of confusion into total confidence so you can find any book you need, like super quickly and easily.
Oh, you know the feeling, right? You find the perfect book in the online catalog. You've got the title, you've got the author, but then you get to the shelves. And it just feels like you're searching for a needle in a massive haystack of books. It can be pretty frustrating.
And this is usually the culprit. A string of numbers and letters that looks more like a secret password than anything else. This little sequence is what's standing between you and the book you're looking for. But what if I told you it's not a secret code at all?
That's right, this isn't random, not even a little bit. It's a shelf number, sometimes called a call number, and it's actually a really logical system. You should think of it as a unique address for every single book on the shelf. And today, we're going to learn exactly how to read that address. Let's get into it.
Okay, but before you even start thinking about those numbers and letters, there is one super crucial first step that will save you a ton of time. You have to check the book's location in the library catalog first.
So most libraries have a couple of common locations you'll see. Short loans is for those really high-demand books and are usually kept in a special spot, maybe near the front desk. Then you have the open shelves, and that's just the main collection where most of the books live. Just knowing which of these two sections to walk to is like half the battle won right there.
All right, so you know which section to head to. Awesome. Now it's time to actually decode the address itself. Let's break down that shelf number piece by piece, and we're going to start with the numbers.
So the first part of the number, the bit before the decimal point, that's your broadest category. In our example here, 346 tells us the main subject area. For law books, this number points you to a whole section, in this case, private law. So you're going to start by just looking for the signs on the shelves that say 346. Easy enough.
Now for the numbers after the decimal. This is where things get more specific. These numbers organize the books within that main subject. This is how you narrow your search from the general neighborhood of, say, private law, down to the specific street or topic that you need. Now, listen up, because this is probably the single most important thing to remember. You have to read the numbers after the decimal one digit at a time. So it's not 68,015, no, it's 68015. This is so important because a book at 346.6 comes way before a book at 346.68. It's a simple rule, but it makes all the difference, trust me.
So we've sorted the numbers, but what about those letters hanging out at the very end? Let's move on to the final piece of this puzzle and see how it all comes together to build our complete address.
And the final piece is decoding those three letters. So HEA, in this case, well, that usually just stands for the first three letters of the author's last name. So for an author named, say, Heaton, you'd see HEA. Once you found the correct number on the shelf, you just scan alphabetically for these letters, and boom, you find your book.
Okay, so we've decoded all the parts. We get the numbers, we get the letters. Now, let's put it all together and just walk through the actual process of grabbing that book right off the shelf.
Here's your simple three-step mission. First, find the main section, 346. Second, you slowly follow the decimal order, digit by digit, until you land on 0.68015. And finally, you scan that small section alphabetically for the author letters, HEA. And just like that, the book is right there in your hands.
And that is it. You've done it. That mysterious string of characters? Not so mysterious anymore. Finding books isn't about luck anymore. It's a skill, and it's a skill you now have. It's kind of like having a little superpower for your studies. So, just to recap, check the location, read the main number, follow the decimal digit by digit, and then find the author's code alphabetically. But, even with this newfound superpower, never be afraid to ask a librarian for help. They're the real experts, and they're always happy to point you in the right direction. Now that you've cracked the code, the entire library is open to you in a completely new way. The shelves are no longer this intimidating maze, but a map of knowledge just waiting for you to explore. So, the only question left is, what will you discover next?